Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing how I did one of my freestyle sets. This set was inspired by @myprettyset on Instagram. She has some really awesome work, so be sure to check out her page and stuff. I'll link her account in the description. So the first thing that I did was put on my tips and did all of my prep, which I did off camera. I'm just blending my tips here so that they don't make a hump when I go to put the acrylic on. I also want to apologize for how shaky the camera is in the next couple of scenes because I got a new setup and I was still trying some things out and I didn't realize how shaky the camera was, but it's over in a couple of seconds, so yeah. After I'm done prepping the nails and blending the tips, I just go in with my dehydrator, which is 100% acetone, and my primer, which is the Kiss acrylic primer. So for this set, I'm going to be using the Model 1's Nude acrylic. I got it from Amazon, so I can leave a link for anyone who's interested. And I'm also using the Mia Secret monomer. So once I'm done with the acrylic application, I just use my medium safety bit from Pana. I also got that from Amazon, so I can leave a link to it if anyone's interested. But yeah, I just use that to smooth out the nail and get rid of any inconsistencies and just get the shape of the nail back to how I want it. Once I'm done shaping and filing my nails, I go in with my alcohol wipes to clean up the nail and make sure that there's no leftover dust so that I can apply the base coat smoothly so that there's no bumps or dust trapped in the nail when I'm trying to draw over it. For my thumb, I wanted to do a brown and white cow print nail, so for the white, I didn't want it to be like a super bright and pure white, so I just mixed it with a little bit of brown so that it could be a little more of a muted white. After I mixed the white together, I just went ahead and started drawing the French tip nail. When I like freehand draw my French tips, I don't really have a specific method with like the lines. I just draw it until it looks how I want it, and then I go in with my cleanup brush and clean up any edges to make it look how I want it to. So for the next finger, I wanted to do a pink background. The lightest pink that I had was a little brighter than I wanted, so I just put a little bit of white into it and did the same thing and drew the French tip on. So for the next nail, there was a teal background, but I don't have any teal polishes, so I just mixed this kind of sky blue with some neon green and mixed them together, and I did the same thing and drew on the French tip. For the next nail, I wanted to do a yin yang design, so I just decided to take the same white that I used for the cow print nail and add a little bit more white to it so it's less cream and more of a whiter white, and I decided I would draw on the black afterwards. For the pinky, I wasn't really sure exactly what I wanted to do. I just knew I wanted to do something bright. So you can see after a little bit of deliberating, I decided to use neon green. So I just continued to paint on the French tip like I did with the other fingers. Once I was done drawing on all of the base colors, it was time for me to start doing the patterns. So for the thumb, I was doing the cow print nail, so I just took one of the browns that I had pre-mixed already and just started drawing splotches until it looked like a cow. I don't really have a specific method for doing that. I just draw them on until it looks how I want. For the pointer finger, I wanted to draw on some cherries, but I don't have a dotting tool, so I just used the back of one of my paintbrushes and put some red gel polish on it and started drawing the circles with that. I also wanted to put some stems on the cherries so that you could tell that they were cherries and not just big red circles. But I don't have a dark green nail polish. I only have neon green ones. So I just mixed it with some white, some brown, and some black to make it into a more darker shade, and I just drew them on. After I drew on the stems, I used a little bit of white nail polish to draw small highlights onto the cherries so that they look shiny. So when it came time to draw the black on the middle finger, things started to go downhill because, as some of you guys may know, I still don't have a black gel polish, so I'm always having to mix my regular black polish with clear gel polish, and I couldn't get the opacity that I wanted. And when I finally did get the opacity that I wanted, it wouldn't cure because I had too much regular polish in there, but I just tweaked some things around and I eventually made it work. So if you guys have any recommendations for good black gel polishes, please let me know in the comments. So for the next nail, my inspiration was the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo. So I just took some orange gel polish and drew on some splotches that loosely resembled flowers, and I also took some white gel polish to draw the center of the flowers. So for the pinky nail, like I said earlier, I wanted to do something bright, so I decided I wanted to do one of the crocodile nails. So I don't have a blooming polish, so I just use a clear base coat, which works fine. And while it was still wet, I just applied the pink gel polish to it in the pattern that you can see and allowed it to spread out a little bit, and then I cured it. So once I finished drawing on all of the designs, I cured for 90 seconds, and I took my alcohol wipe and just cleared off the entire surface to remove any debris or loose colors before I put on my top coat. So per usual, I used my Lavender Violets top coat and just made sure to seal in all of the designs, and essentially that's it. So I'll insert a video clip of what they look like afterwards. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave any questions you may have in the comments, and I'll be sure to link all of the stuff that I used in the description. If I don't link it, just ask in the comments and I can give you the link. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.